semester. Okay, so I'm just now leaving campus. Today I had microbiology and hematology 2, the second level for both of those classes. And in microbiology, we did end up doing some lecture, and then in hematology, we did some lab work. In both of the classes, of course, we went over the syllabus. Now I'm about to head to UPS before I go home because I do have to return my textbook from last semester. So let's go do that. Hello. Hello. Okay, so easy peasy lemon squeezy. I made it just before they closed. And now I'm heading home. So I just got home from the campus. I did not film at all today. I was gonna drink an Alani because I have about 3 hours of work that I have to do tonight, but I'm all out of an Alani. So I'm gonna rest a little bit and just relax, kind of regain some energy, eat dinner in a little bit. I think I'm gonna wait for that though until I'm actually hungry. And then yeah, I probably will start some schoolwork around 6, maybe a little bit earlier. It's like 4:30 right now. Okay, so I just had a much needed break, and one of my classes that I'm also taking is anatomy and physiology 2. And so I'm going to focus on that for like an hour. Hello friends, so it's the next day. I just got out of class. I got out a little bit early. This is obviously I'm still in the first week of school, but this is like my first day in this class. It's like a once a week thing, so my first time seeing a lot of these people, seeing any of these people. So just being in this like new environment with these new people, new class, new everything. My other classes, I've been with those people for about like 6 months now, so I'm like used to them. But just getting used to like new faces, different class structure, and all of that. Oh, I inserted a picture. Oh, y'all, there was okay, so I've been in this classroom before. So I've been on this campus before. When I was in high school, I was in an early college program, so my senior year I took like a full semester only on this campus, and it was like really nice and stuff, just like an intro, just like dipping my toe into like college life. And so I took my biology classes in this classroom that I was in today, so like full circle moment. Well, I'm a little backtracking, but I mean like whatever. And so I know that there's like animals and like plants and stuff in this classroom. And when I was in high school, when I was in this class, there was a snake in the class, which, I mean, the snake just sits there. So like, it's like, there's a snake, but like, it's like a little garden snake and it don't do nothing, and it just be like in its little tank and it just be chilling. And so like I'm like completely unfazed by the snake. The snake is still here today. She's like 20 years old. She's thriving. I look over to my left and there's like a gigantic, I'm gonna call it a cockroach, even though it's probably not a cockroach. It's like a ginormous beetle. And then I have to go over like to that countertop to go like get some materials and stuff. There's two of them things in there. I said, oh no. I mean, like, the beetle's just in there. It's just living its best life, not paying attention to me. But like, I'm just gonna have to tune that out for the whole semester, because what do you mean? There's two, like, it's probably the size of my hand. Like, they're mammoths. This is gonna be a busier afternoon than normal. Typically on like this day of the week, unless I'm scheduled to work, I will have nothing to do, obviously, besides study. But because I get out earlier, then I get to like study earlier, and then I'll have like a free and peaceful, relaxing evening before I have to come back tomorrow. But I got some errands to do. So first I have to drive back into town, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing, and then I guess I'll show you guys. But I have a laser appointment that I'm going to this afternoon. So this is how it's gonna go. I'm going to drive to my grandma's house because it's like, so I don't have to go home so many times. So I'm gonna drive to my grandma's house, hang out there for about an hour, do lunch there, and then I'm driving to my laser appointment. Then I'm driving back home to come get my dog. Then I'm driving right back to that side of town to go take her to get her nails clipped. And then I'm driving back home to drop my dog off. And then I'm going to the car wash, and then I'm going to church, and then I'm going finally back home for the last time. So yay! But if I weren't going to my grandma's house, I would be like going back and forth to my house like 3 times. So I limited it down to 2. So yeah, well actually 4, because going back home the last time to actually like stay there after church. But like, yeah, that was gonna be a lot of driving back and forth. And my like laser appointment was originally supposed to be last week. Okay, so many things, like my afternoon was not supposed to be this busy, and I'm realizing I'm talking for a very long time, but my afternoon was not supposed to be this busy. My laser appointment and my dog's appointment were both supposed to be last weekend. My laser appointment, they rescheduled them on me last minute, and then when I took my dog, they were like, oh, unfortunately you can't get your dog groomed today because she just came from the vet, which is valid. So then everything got pushed to today, and then I thought about maybe taking my dog later, but she really needs her nails clipped. Like, she has some talons on her and they need to go. And then once, my car is still dirty. My car is dirty from when I took my dog to the vet because I have a bunch of dog hair in the back. You can't see it, but it's all there. And so now once I take my dog to get her nails clipped, I want to immediately wash my car right after she's like out of my car. So that's why I have such a busy driving back and forth, jam-packed afternoon. I'm hoping, usually when I like vacuum my car, I get a little like gross, like a little sweaty, a little hot, a little uncomfortable. So I'm hoping that because it's also so cold outside that I'm still like decent appearing, so I could just go straight to church, but we'll see. Okay. I did that the first time every time. Hello guys, I'm about to head to campus for another day. I have my micro class, my hematology class, and then my micro lab. Yes, that is on the agenda. I feel like I look bald. There you go, that kind of fixes it. I put my hair in a braid today and I wanted to wear a beanie at the same time, so it's giving bald. But yesterday was a chaotic day because I needed to do errands. Like, everything that I did yesterday was like I couldn't push back anymore. So first things first, you saw me go to my laser appointment. You can't see it right now because of just the angle of the camera and everything, but I burnt my skin. I didn't do it, like it just happened with the laser and the process and everything. So when I go into my laser appointments, I'm supposed to have like no product on my skin, like not even moisturizer, like nothing, like just wash my face and that's it. But because I've been out and about like since 7:30 a.m. yesterday, I had some like product on my skin, so I went to the bathroom at the treatment center and I washed my face. They have like face wash and stuff there, so I washed my face, and like I could have washed it better. And I was at my grandma's house and I really wish that I had remembered then, because I completely forgot, and I didn't remember until I was like parking to go to my appointment. And so if I was at my grandma, like if I washed my face at my grandma's house, like I would have been able to take time to like actually make sure I have everything off. But so I washed my face at the treatment center, and then when I went into like the treatment room, I was like, hey, I did wash my face, but I'm not sure how well I got everything off, so could you like wipe my face with some alcohol, because they do have alcohol in the room, but they have aloe and all that stuff in the room as well. And so she did that. She like wiped my face like with 3 different alcohol wipes, and before she did the laser, well, my face still got burnt. Like when I say burnt, I mean crispy. Usually there's like some slight discomfort after an appointment, but I'm used to it now because I've been doing this for about 2 years. Going in for treatments. I have like a lifetime of treatments, like, so I could stop going, I can keep going. It's like up to me, I guess, at this point. So usually there's just mild discomfort. Well, after yesterday's appointment, my face was hurting for a whole hour. It was like numbing pain. And I kind of looked in the mirror, like I looked in the mirror immediately after my appointment, and my skin looked irritated. And so I went home and I put like an ice pack on my face, and then I took some like pain medicine, and I was like good. When I went to bed last night and I was like rolling over and like my hand would accidentally like touch my face, I felt like pain again, like where I had touched, like I felt like discomfort, like when I would move. So I woke up this morning and I saw like 3 like hyperpigmented burn spots on my face, and there's like a full like black circle because the laser like pen, I guess, that they use, I don't know what the laser that they use, the applicator is a circle, so you can clearly see like, and it was the last spot that she did, because I remember like she did one more spot and I was like, man, that really hurt. Well, clearly, yeah, it's not her fault, it's no one's fault but mine going into there with stuff already on my face. But yeah, it hurt a lot. So my face is a little shiny because I caked myself with Vaseline, hoping that would be better. I thought I had aloe at home, but I didn't. So yeah, and then so after my laser appointment, like I said, I had to go back home and get my dog and, you know, bring her back out to get her claws trimmed because they're very, very long, and that took way longer than expected. Like I went to PetSmart and they were super, super busy. And so something that I thought would take me like, you know, an hour in total, just like going to PetSmart, having my dog get her nails trimmed and like coming back home, it took me like an hour and a half. I thought it was gonna take me like less than an hour, like 40 minutes to an hour, like somewhere around that time frame, and it just took me like twice as long. So I did not wash my car yesterday just because I was running around for so long and I still wanted to go to church, and I didn't get any assignments done yet. And so I'm gonna wash my car tonight after, like, when I come back from campus. But yeah, and when I came back from church, like, I got done what was due today. I did have 2 things that I needed to turn in today, which I like literally remembered to do them last minute because I didn't even write them down on like my actual to-do list. But so I got those things done, and then I was just so exhausted. Once I'm tired, I'm no longer productive. Like, I could have sat at my desk, it was like 10 p.m. and I could have sat at my desk and I could have pushed through and like stayed there till midnight, but like it would have been worthless kind of, because I wouldn't have gotten as much done just because I wouldn't have been able to focus, and I wouldn't have retained anything because I was just so tired. So I just took it upon myself to call it a night because I needed to sleep, and I'm just gonna power through today. So I had like 4 things that I wanted to do yesterday, but only 2 things that I needed to do. So I'm gonna do the things that I need to do today, and I'm gonna push back the other things until this weekend. Because, so what I wanted to do was get ahead of studying. So I wanted to go ahead and study some chapters that I need to study. I don't have a test coming up, so that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna push the studying to this weekend, and there's no like urgency on that, but I do need to do like my lessons for my online class. That needs to be done by tomorrow. So that's the only thing I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna focus on my online class today, make sure I have all of that stuff done because I do have a jam-packed busy day tomorrow, or I just don't think I'll be able to get any schoolwork done at all. I have some stuff to do for my clinical tomorrow, just to prep for my clinical, even though my clinical does not start until March. I have some things that I need to do for that. I need to pick up my badge, and I have orientation for that, and then I go into work in the afternoon, so I just won't have any time at all to do any schoolwork tomorrow. But yeah, that was just a rundown of how yesterday went. Like, I said it like yesterday earlier in the day that like typically my Wednesdays are supposed to be like the time, unless I'm scheduled to work, the days where I'm just able to like go home and just get all my schoolwork done, maybe finish early, and just relax in the evening. And that just did not happen yesterday at all. Like, I thought I was going to be able to be a little bit productive. There was zero productivity yesterday. I felt like I got all my errands done, but in terms of like academic productivity, it was like gone out the window. And I feel like this car behind me is about to pass me, and I'm going 63 in a 55. So pass me if you want to. But okay, so I'm running out of storage, so I need to hurry. But for context, next week I have no obligations on like my shorter day, so I'll be able to have that like free time and everything that I need to do to get everything that I need to get done. Wow, that kind of didn't make sense. But I'm headed to campus now, so I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh, you can see my burn. I'm leaving campus now. It is so freaking cold, but I'm on the way to the car wash because my car needs it so bad. So I'm gonna brave this wind and I'm gonna brave the cold to clean my car. But my car really did need to get washed, but I chose to do it on the coldest day of like the week. So my fingers are currently really numb right now. I still have to like clean the inside part of my windows, but I'm waiting to do that until I'm home because I'm super cold. I'm also ending the video here. I'm sorry, I'm just so frantic because I'm so cold right now. Like, I need to get warmed up. But I hope you guys all enjoyed watching my video, and that you all had a great week and you have a great day, and yeah, thank you, bye.